Do you know why you wake up tired even after sleeping too much? Here is the number that should stop you cold. According to the CDC's National Health Interview Survey, 13.5% of American adults feel very tired or exhausted most days or every day, not occasionally, most days. And a nationally representative survey on restorative sleep found that a significant portion of adults who sleep adequate hours still wake up feeling unrefreshed, because sleep duration and sleep quality are two completely different things. In 2026, recovery science has made something unmistakably clear. Rest time is not the same as recovery. Your body needs specific biological conditions to actually repair itself overnight, and most people are not meeting them. Here are 8 signs yours is not. 1. The tired after sleeping sign. This is the most common sign of poor recovery, and the one most people work hardest to rationalize. You slept 7 or 8 hours. You did everything right, but your first feeling when the alarm goes off is that you need more sleep. No amount of coffee fully closes that gap. Here is what is actually happening inside your body. True restoration happens during the deepest sleep stages, slow-wave sleep and REM sleep. These are where growth hormone is released, cells repair themselves, and the neurochemicals powering your next day energy are fully restored. When sleep is fragmented by stress hormones, a room that is too warm, alcohol, or an inconsistent schedule, you can clock adequate hours and still barely touch those restorative stages. And the research confirms how significant the hormonal consequence is. In 2026, sleep scientists are drawing a sharp distinction between sleep duration and sleep architecture. Millions of people are under-recovering not because they sleep too little, but because their sleep is too shallow. Addressing your sleep environment, wind-down routine, and schedule consistency is almost always the highest return first step. 2. The soreness that won't quit sign. Some muscle soreness after exercise is healthy and expected. The soreness that peaks at 24 to 48 hours and fades within 3 to 5 days is a sign of normal adaptation. What to watch for is soreness that lingers well beyond that window, or that never fully resolves before your next session even begins. When recovery is working, the body repairs microscopic muscle damage efficiently and rebuilds slightly stronger. When recovery fails, that repair stalls in the inflammatory phase. Muscles stay heavy and tight, and training on top of incomplete recovery means adding new damage faster than the body can clear it. The inflammatory compounds, particularly IL-6 and CRP, stay elevated, and your tissue never gets the biological quiet it needs to actually rebuild. In 2026, sports medicine researchers are making an important distinction. Persistent soreness is very often not a training problem. It is a recovery problem rooted in insufficient sleep, inadequate protein, or chronic background stress that keeps the body in a biochemical state incompatible with deep tissue repair. The training is fine, but the recovery environment around it is not. So address the inputs first, and the soreness resolves faster than most people expect. 3. The short fuse warning sign. This one surprises people, but the connection between recovery quality and emotional regulation is one of the most well-established findings in modern health research, and one of the most consistently overlooked. When the body is not recovering properly, cortisol stays elevated beyond its natural rhythm. Small frustrations feel enormous. You snap at people over nothing. You feel raw or on edge, without a clear external reason. And because there is no obvious physical injury, most people blame stress, personality, or life circumstances, instead of looking at their recovery status. In 2026, health researchers are recognizing poor physical recovery as a significant and underappreciated contributor to mood instability in otherwise healthy adults. Acute sleep loss can raise resting heart rate and blood pressure by activating the sympathetic nervous system, the same system driving that emotional reactivity. If your patience has been shorter than usual and life circumstances do not explain it, your recovery status deserves honest attention first. 4. The always getting sick signal. Your immune system does a significant portion of its maintenance work during sleep and genuine recovery periods. Immune signaling proteins are produced in greater quantities at rest. Natural killer cells, the frontline immune cells that neutralize viruses and abnormal cells, become more active and precise. When recovery is consistently poor, that maintenance is repeatedly cut short, and the immune system operates at measurably reduced capacity. The result is greater susceptibility to everyday viruses and slower resolution of illness when it occurs. And the research quantifies exactly how significant this is. People sleeping fewer than 6 hours per night are 30% more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. In 2026, immunologists are pointing to sleep quality and genuine recovery as among the most powerful and modifiable factors in long-term immune health. If you are getting sick more often than the people around you, or taking noticeably longer to recover when you do, your recovery routine deserves as much attention as your diet and your exercise, because right now it is doing more damage than either one. 5. Where did my motivation go? Sign. Here is one that does not get discussed enough in conversations about physical recovery, and it needs to. When the body is genuinely depleted and not recovering adequately, it directly and measurably affects motivation, enthusiasm, and drive in ways that can look exactly like a mood disorder when they're actually physiological. The mechanism runs through dopamine, the neurotransmitter most associated with motivation and reward. Poor recovery suppresses dopamine signaling while elevating cortisol. Things that normally feel engaging start to feel flat. Activities you used to look forward to feel like effort. The drive to begin anything diminishes. You are not lazy. Your neurochemistry has been depleted by a body that is not recovering. In 2026, researchers studying the overlap between physical recovery and mental performance are identifying this motivational flatness as one of the earliest and most reliable indicators that the body's recovery systems are under serious strain. The encouraging thing, and this matters, is that it resolves naturally and relatively quickly when recovery is properly restored. You do not need to fix your mindset. You need to fix your sleep. 6. The resting heart rate creep clue. If you wear a fitness tracker or simply check your pulse manually in the morning, your resting heart rate is one of the most immediate and sensitive indicators of overnight recovery available to you. When recovery is complete and your nervous system has shifted into parasympathetic rest and recover mode, your resting heart rate is lower and stable. When recovery is incomplete, the nervous system stays partially activated, and your heart rate climbs above your normal baseline. In 2026, wearable health researchers are describing morning resting heart rate as one of the most practical daily recovery metrics available to everyday people. A consistent elevation of 5 or more beats above your personal baseline over several days is a reliable signal your body needs more genuine recovery support. No device required. Count your pulse for 60 seconds before getting out of bed. It is a data point most people never track and one of the most informative ones they have access to. 7. The going backwards performance sign. One of the clearest signs that recovery is failing is when physical performance starts declining. Even though you are training consistently, workouts feel significantly harder. You are lifting less than a month ago. Endurance has dropped. Times are slower. And the instinct of most motivated people is to train harder. That is almost always exactly the wrong response. Here is the reality. Progress does not happen during the workout. It happens during the recovery that follows. The training provides the stimulus. Recovery is where the actual adaptation, the real strength and fitness gain, takes place. When recovery is inadequate, All that training is doing is accumulating stress without ever allowing the body to express the benefits. You are paying the cost without receiving the return. In 2026, strength and conditioning researchers are building deliberate deload weeks into training programs as a non-negotiable standard, not an optional luxury for when you happen to feel tired. The people who resist rest the hardest are very often the ones who need it most. Take the rest because it is where the progress actually lives. 8. The evening cravings recovery sign. Very few people connect this to recovery, but it is one of the most consistent and well-researched patterns in sleep and recovery science, and it has nothing to do with willpower. When the body is not recovering properly, it generates intense and specific food cravings, particularly for sugary, salty, or high-fat foods in the evenings. The mechanism runs through ghrelin and leptin, the hormones regulating hunger and fullness, alongside cortisol. In 2026, a narrative review published in Frontiers in Psychiatry confirmed that sleep deprivation directly alters ghrelin signaling in ways that influence emotional regulation and cognitive function alongside appetite. When recovery improves and hormones rebalance, the intense cravings typically soften on their own. No extra dietary effort required. Just fix the recovery and the cravings follow. So there you have it. 8 signs your body is not recovering properly after rest. Waking up tired, soreness that never resolves, a short emotional fuse, frequent illness, disappearing. Motivation, a rising resting heart rate, declining performance, and relentless evening cravings. Rest is not the same as recovery. Recovery is an active biological process, and your body needs the right conditions to complete it. With targeted improvements to your sleep quality, nutrition, and daily stress levels, most people notice a real shift faster than they expect. If this video gave you useful insights, give it a like, share it with someone who has been feeling run down, and subscribe for practical wellness content every week. Let me know in the comments which of these 8 signs you have been experiencing. I will see you in the next one.